G'day cadets, how you going? And welcome to the Stressful Opinion. In today's video, Halo Infinite Ranked is rigged. Let's get into it. Now, I know it is a pretty ballsy statement to say that the Halo Infinite rank system is rigged, but hear me out. I know a lot of you top Diamond and Onyx players out there have periods of times where you're playing phenomenal and everything is going your way. You get hit registration, you get good servers, you get good teammates. Even in your losses, you're still performing well and you gain good CSR, enabling you to rank up. But then all of a sudden, it's like everything you've gained is now taken away from you. You don't get any hit registration, you get trash, laggy and choppy servers, you get bad teammates who don't seem to have any skill whatsoever, and then you come up against teams who seem to be professional players, and you are then left scratching your head, wondering what the hell has gone wrong. Now, a lot of you probably just leave frustrated. You're told, just get off, come back and play it another day. But this same cycle, this same pattern continues to happen day in, day out. This doesn't seem normal, and I'm going to show you why. Take a look at this photo here. Does something look wrong to you? You can see the Sarge in the bottom team, and if you still can't see it, I'm going to zoom in on this photo to pinpoint what is exactly wrong. Were you able to determine what the problem was? Well, the game decided to give me a bronze player and an unrated player as teammates against a full stack Diamond squad with one Onyx. Does that seem a balanced matchmaking? Does that seem fair to you? Or does that look like a rigged system to drive down your CSR? Because here's the real deal, Seal. A day before this, I was literally on the cusp of hitting Onyx, but that was when everything went south. No hit registration, trash teammates, bad servers, cheaters obviously, but then this. And this was the icing on the cake. This was proof that the system, no matter what I did, was determined to drive my points down. And obviously in that game there, I lost minus 15 CSR. But hey, did I have a chance to win that game at all? Even if I was one of the top professional players in the world like Lucid, there was no chance I would win that game. But the problems just don't stop there. The rank system is seriously flawed. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there have gone on that winning streak. You won like 6, 7, 8 games in a row, but you didn't get the CSR you deserved. You didn't get value for those wins. You then have one loss afterwards, and then you lose all of that CSR you gained. In this picture here is a perfect example. I won 8 games out of 3. The first game, there was a cheater. Right, so let's scratch that out. That is an 80% winning streak for a big gain of 15 CSR. Now, if I lose my next game, and let's say it's a bad loss, maybe they've loaded me in with only 3 players, I could potentially lose 15 CSR on the next game, ridding all the hard work I've just put in. This system doesn't reward skill or hard work, and this is why I believe the rank system is rigged. But the problem with the rank system just doesn't stop there, and what I'm about to show is probably the reason behind everything that you and myself are experiencing. And this article is about the global MMR. Now, over at Reddit, there is a post on the Halo Infinite community by top laners who says, Halo Infinite's ranking system global MMR is broken and needs a hot fix. He says this game uses a global MMR. What does that mean? Your global MMR determines who you play in every playlist, social and ranked. The issue with global MMR is that it's very abusable and leads to indiscrepancies for players. Your rank in ranked game modes does not determine who you match. Yep, sounds strange, right? It is, because your global MMR still determines this. Why is this a problem, he says? If you play a lot of social games, your score will determine who you match in ranked, which is abusable. So to put it in a straight nutshell, people are reverse boosting because it's a global MMR which carries across all playlists. So this means that you could be a top onyx with a 2000 rating, go into a social match and tank all your stats and do horribly bad over 5 to 10 games, jump into ranked, and because it carries over and it's going to say, well, this guy's a bad player, it's going to feed you bad teams for you to then absolutely dominate and go on a winning streak and gain CSR. When you feel like you're coming up against good teams, duck out, go back into quick play, tank all your stats again, and go back in and dominate and repeat that cycle over and over and over. And this probably explains why there's so many people who are in the Onyx rank, as you see per this picture. So after seeing this article, of course I had to test this theory. I needed some clear evidence to see if there is a global MMR and if this worked. I went into quick play and I played like an absolute bot, tanking my stats over 3 games. I then proceeded to go back into rank and to see if there was a difference. That whole night, it seemed like I was playing against nothing but professional players. I had literally no hit registration myself, had bad servers. So when I went into my first game after, I noticed that it was considerably a lot easier. I was frying, I was dominated, my shots were a lot cleaner. Now, even though I was playing against diamond players, they didn't seem to match up to my skill. So could you imagine how much easier my games would be if I take my stats over 10 to 20 games and turn myself into an absolute bot to drive down my global MMR? It would be a lot easier for me to rank up and get to Onyx and continue to climb just by tanking my stats in the quick play playlist. So this leads me back to the photo at the very beginning of this video. Maybe it's not rigged. Maybe this team went into quick play and tanked all of their stats, lowering their global MMR. The game then assumed that these are lower skilled players. They felt like I'm too high skilled, so they decided to put a bronze player and an unrated player on my team because they felt like that was fair. But in all reality, it wasn't fair, it was unbalanced, and we got absolutely destroyed because the system got it wrong. Now, whether you believe it's rigged or not, the truth is it is broken. This rank system is 100% being exploited. Not to mention you have to deal with cheaters on a daily basis. Halo Infinite 343 Industries, you need to fix your game. You need to fix your rank system as soon as possible. I don't want to be waiting until May until your season 2. It needs to be fixed ASAP. But what do you guys reckon? Is the Halo Infinite rank system rigged? Have you experienced this at all? Does this resemble a lot of what the Call of Duty players do to get easier lobbies? Or should I just take a teaspoon of cement and harden the fudge up? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, bye for now. Now get out of here, you scrubs.